Hello everybody, my name is Kidney, and today I am reviewing the SH monsterarts Godzilla 2004 from the movie Godzilla Final Wars. This movie was my childhood, all the way down to the monster designs, the way they fought, the way the main characters looked. Dude, this was the movie that defined my childhood. Other than the Heisei era movies, this was one of my favorite Godzilla movies from all time. This is a 21-year-old movie. If you haven't seen this movie yet, you definitely need to see it. It's got action, it's got somewhat storytelling, and it's so much fun to just sit down, turn your brain off for like 2 hours and 4 minutes, and finish the movie satisfied. It's great. The monsters that are in it, the way that Godzilla is depicted, and how his issues in the story is resolved. It is a very recommended movie in my list. So, for us to start this review, I'll just get the box. Alright, so here we have it. Right here on this side, you see Godzilla looking his best. Bandai, Tamashii Nations. This is the sticker that says Tamashii Nations quality. That's sick. You got Godzilla Final Wars right here. You got on this side the label for, the year that this figure was released. And yeah. Top, you got Godzilla 2004 right here. SH monsterarts right there. On this side, his dorsal plates carry over to the other side. Godzilla 2004, SH monsterarts, blah blah blah. This side, you got him grinning at you. Cute as, cute as a monster could be. Oh, and then you have the same labeling right here. So, on the back, you got some crazy topography and some nice promo shots. I mean, it's decent promo shots. They don't do the figure justice. I mean, it helps the figure look good, sure, but this figure can do so much more than what these pictures are showing. And then on the bottom, we have the picture from, it's just, you have that picture right there. It's sick. Boom, that's the box out of the way. Getting into the figure, I got him in his cool guy pose. He's just a chill guy. Look at him. He's just chilling. Looking all, mythical and shit. Really, this is one of the coolest Godzilla designs of the 2000s. Alright, here we have him in his, facing straight pose. Let's get him on closer. Alright, so getting into, I want to start out with his, I want to get started on his paint detail. Here's Godzilla's head. We're going to start with his head. Then we're going to work our way down. See the eyes right there? Looking decently straight. That's not a problem for me. I mean, it doesn't really affect me any, really. He's looking straight. So if we get close here, you can see all the scales, all the lines of detail. His eye socket, his ears, back of his head, details the same on the other side. And then we open his mouth. Teeth are painted, but I will have something to say about them. Bottom is painted really well. Don't know if you can pick that up on the, but yeah, he's got a tongue in there, and it's nicely painted under the chin area. You see his fat rolls, kind of the traditional underbelly look for Godzilla. Then on the back, you have the spines again. These are not really painted all that much, but they do look, you know, decent for what they are. So that's Godzilla's head. What I was going to say about the teeth. It seems that some, like I've had this figure for a while, and I've never noticed the teeth being in a, you know, a bad look. But the teeth are bent forward. You can see plastic on that. I have no idea how that happened. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it came. I don't remember if it came like that. But I've never seen any people with that kind of problem. Maybe the paint just chipped off or something, you know? But continuing on. All that detail on his chest, his stomach. It seems to be the same color of paint on his stomach piece right here as on the nails. It's not that noticeable. Sometimes it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, getting into his nails. These are some sharp looking nails. Like, look at that. That's crazy. Dude. Wait, sorry. That's crazy. They're going to be painted on the underside also. Same on this side. Same color, same paint, same, you know, yada yada. Going with the feet. Nice dark wash over the yellow. The brownish yellow. Really nice, really cool. Same on this side. It's going to be painted on the bottom. But nobody's really here for the fingies. Nobody's really here for the toesies. They're all here for the spiny whinies. So whenever we get into his spines, they will be this like white base with a gray dry brush or gray airbrush finish, and it looks great. It looks all frosty and white like it did in the movie. It is missing some paint on, you know, as I said, these itty bittier pieces, but it's not that big of a problem for me. On this side, yeah, it looks so much like it's from the actual movie. And then getting into the tail, it looks like the rest of the tail was just dry brushed instead of like actually painted like the spines. But yeah, some of them are like barely painted, and then others are like decently painted. But I digress. Getting into the articulation. You can look up that far. Well, so really getting into it. He can look up that far. He can look down the one ball joint. That's what that looks like going down. This piece right here is a floating piece. It's a sleeve, and it connects. This piece has a ball joint that connects into this piece right here, and then it connects into the base right here, and then the base connects into the body, and you know, blah blah blah. But you can get some decent range of just him looking down, and that's cool that you can get it looking down that far. I'm not trying to glaze, but I love these figures, man. Especially when they're done right. When they're done right, they're definitely done right. But you have a swivel, and then you have another swivel right here. So you can go back and forth like that. This one also, you know, it's a ball joint. Every ball joint can be, you know, shout out Jobby the Hog, the goat. Yeah, and then his mouth. What is a Godzilla without a mouth? Don't answer that. Mouth is on a ball joint. You can rock it side to side, up, down, around, so you can get them all. Or, you know, the best one. Yeah, those are great. Yeah, that's that on the head. Anyways, getting into the arms, he can, if you push it down a little bit, he can get his arm going like that. I'm gonna do it on the other side, that way you can see kind of the range. So he has it there, he has the range, but you kind of just gotta position the inside ball joint in or down. Whew. You can get it there, but you just have to position the ball joint down a little bit for it to get that kind of range, which is, you know, it's fine. It's really cool that you can do that. You got them T-posing, you know. How many Godzillas do you know can do a T-pose? Yeah, I know. So you got forward, back, you got it down, and your shoulders can go up. So yeah, there's that. Just getting it back into its normal pose. Okay, now for the arms. Why is it leaning forward? Anyways, the bicep, tricep area, it's just really a floating piece, and it's the elbow that connects into the shoulder, and the shoulder connects into a ball joint, which connects into the actual frame of the figure itself. So you have a rotation right there. Let me just show you that. Rotation right there. You have you can bring it up, bring it down. So it's got decent rotation, or just in and out motion in the bicep and tricep area. But this is basically a double jointed elbow, and if you want, you can make it look like he broke his arm. Cool. But it can go forward about that much. Rotation right here. We go to the forearm. center a little too hard there, bud. So anyways, rotation at the forearm, in and out motion, basically as it was in the elbow. Sorry. Yeah. So you have a bend right there, bend right there. That's why I say it's basically a double jointed elbow. Then at the wrist, it's a little weird. You can go up, down, ball joint. Getting into, and it's the same on each side for the elbow articulation. So cool. He has a chest joint and an ab crunch, or an ab joint. So ab crunch goes this way, forward, back, and then top could go down also, so you can get him looking down like that. That's cool. He can rotate. Yeah. What other Godzilla figure do you know that can do that? And then at this side, the lower portion, he can kind of help out with that rotation, but it's going to get blocked by the dorsal fins. So keep that in mind when posing the figure. And then, of course, you're going to be able to rock it side to side on both. Wait, Jesus Christ! You're going to be able to rock it side to side on both ball joints. So about like that. Well, so yeah, that's the articulation for the abdomen, chest area. And then for the legs, kick out that form. So he has a pretty good range when it comes to spreading his legs. But Jesus Christ, I just want one thing to go right. One thing, one fucking thing. Why can't you do this for me? Okay, so he can kick pretty high, get him sitting down, like, everyone does. And then he's got that much range backwards. You can, even go crazy with it right there. This is probably the most posable Godzilla figure. I will say that this ball joint right here is like super tight. I'm having to put so much force just to move it. Jesus Christ. Alright, I think I fixed it. Finally. Alright. So, at the knee, he can bend that form. So, he can bend like that. You can straighten it out. It's also got a little bit of a wiggle. So you can, really, you can really get that wiggle going on in his knee. Right here. Doesn't really have any rotation. Right here. He has nice ankle pivot. Probably the best ankle pivot I've gotten on a Godzilla figure ever. So it can go down, up, it can swivel, that's cool. And so that's basically it on his leg. For the tail, just do it this way. For the tail, it's so many ball joints. It's so many tiny ball joints. And you can really get almost any any you can get almost any position you want out of this tail. It is seriously that articulated. So, well, see, just to show you how tiny the ball joints are. Look at that. Those are tiny ball joints, dude. So, you can get the tail looking all, you know, get it straight up, kind of. But yeah, that's the tail. I think we covered everything. It doesn't come with any accessories, but I think what it does make up for is articulation. This is probably the most posable SH Monsterarts figure I have in my collection, other than what I can think of off the top of my head. Ultima. Yeah, Ultima. Ultima's probably the most articulated one. Price. I bought them for $91 at Barnes & Noble in 2022. So I've had this guy for about 3 years now. This was the first SH Monsterarts figure I ever bought myself. And yeah, dude, I think it's great. So for some size comparisons, I know you'll love those. I have here the female Muto from Hiya Toys. I received this sometime last year. But as you can see, they scale good together. Like closing his mouth, tilting his head down just a little bit. Like they look really good together. And then bringing in the other figure, my next review. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. This one, if you have $91, pick it up, because it is just, there's so many poses you can get this thing into. It is ridiculous. This is the end of the video. Peace. Well, hey guys, P.S. When I was doing the video, and I finished the video, right? I finished the video, and the ball joint socket fucking snapped. Like it snapped. So now, the pictures that you see either in the beginning or at the end of the video, just know that there's no like ball joint in the figure. I tried my best to make sure that like y'all wouldn't tell that the whole thing is all messed up and all that, but yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. For anybody who plan on getting this figure, check your joints. Don't force them, like over force them. Like I know sometimes they're tight and you get away with sometimes just pushing it a little bit more than usual, but I think from now on, I'm not going to force my figures as hard. So a way to fix that is you get some silicone grease, just a little bit, and you put it in the ball joint itself. Roll it around, and it should be fine that way. I paid the price. And I messed up a really good figure. Like, I rotated it once and then it fucking snapped. So, take that as you will, how you will. But, hell yeah, guys. I love y'all. Those who watch me. I love y'all. Those who will watch me later on in life, down the road. I love y'all too. And motherfucker. Subscribe. Please. Subscribe because you like the video. Or, just because I put in a lot of effort for this shit.